Is there anything better than watching a child open a present on Christmas?
And what did Santa bring you, honey?
I can still remember watching my kid brother open his ventriloquist Pee-wee Herman back in 1989. Back then, Pee-wee dolls and merchandise were all the rage.
I know you are, but what am I?
I'll admit, I was definitely super impressed with this particular holiday gift. Fortunately, my siblings were great at sharing, and I had a few opportunities to enjoy this wonderful toy. I thought it was rad. My grandfather didn't seem to share the same admiration.
Who's your friend, Dad?
During the holidays, there are two types of individuals. There are those party people chugging down eggnog, then busting a move to every Christmas carol that might pop up on the radio. Then, there are those other individuals who just can't seem to appreciate the holidays. We call them humbugs. They're the kind of people you do your best to avoid during the month of December. You certainly wouldn't watch a video about them, so instead, let's focus on the people who have made the holidays both holly and jolly. If you're like me, it might have been a grandparent, someone who always kept the cookie jar full of holiday cutouts and was the first person to put up the Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas.
Maybe it was a singer of your favorite Christmas song or the star of your favorite holiday special. I've compiled a list of holiday spirits or individuals that are no longer with us but have contributed to the overall Yuletide experience. In addition to being, dead, I also thought I'd narrow the list down to people who have worked with the Walt Disney Company. Even with all those restrictions, it's a pretty long list and includes people like Ed Asner, Eartha Kitt, Burl Ives, and B. Arthur. With so many great names, it's impossible to choose. I wish somebody would choose for me.
Wish? Did somebody say wish?
Oh, hi, John B. Actually, I was hoping you could pick someone to highlight in this video. Someone who exemplifies the holiday spirit.
What do you think this is? Christmas?
Well, kinda. 'Tis the season.
Oh, okay. Then repeat after me in Jambese. Mecca lecca hi, Mecca hiney ho.
Mecca lecca hi, Mecca hiney ho.
Mecca lecca hi, Mecca ho ho ho.
Mecca lecca hi, Mecca ho ho ho.
Christmas! Hello, everybody. My name's Pee-wee. What's yours?
The wish is granted. Long live Jambi.
No surprise here. Looks like Jambi selected the recently departed Paul Reuben. To be honest, this particular death hit me pretty hard. Pee-wee Herman had a huge impact on my childhood and was probably one of the most iconic figures of the 1980s. Reubens was an entertaining individual whose work was incredibly fun and unique. He even worked with the Walt Disney Company from time to time.
I scared you, didn't I?
In 1980, he played the proprietor of Pinball City in the film Midnight Madness. If you've never seen this movie, it's worth a watch, not only for Paul Reuben. Michael J. Fox also shows up in his first film appearance.
I know where the finish line is.
Did you know that Paul Reuben's voice was used in the original test footage for Roger Rabbit?
Thank you, Mr. Valiant. I'll guard them with my life.
And knock off the Mr. Valiant stuff. Call me Eddie, like everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Now, while he didn't end up performing in that film, you might recognize his voice in Flight of the Navigator and the original Star Tours attraction. It was only recently that I realized that Paul Reuben also brought the character of Fife to life in Disney's direct-to-DVD holiday classic, Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. And while the term classic might be a little too generous, I know for a fact there are people who watch this film every December.
Bravo! Bravo!
Anyways, it got me thinking. What are some other holiday films that Paul Reuben has contributed to? Well, Santa makes a brief cameo in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, but I wouldn't call that a Christmas movie by any means. Certainly a great Tim Burton movie, I'll take any opportunity I can to discuss the incredible collaboration between Reubens and Burton. So interestingly enough, today's magic word is foreshadowing. You all remember what to do if someone says the magic word, right? Very good. So let's chat about Christmas at Pee-wee's Playhouse. The guest list for this party was unbelievable. In addition to all the usual suspects like Miss Yvonne, Cowboy Curtis, and the king of cartoons, there was also Zsa Zsa Gabor, Little Richard, Cher, Oprah, the vivacious Del Rubio triplets,
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening.
and everyone's favorite Mouseketeer. Grace Jones even performed a version of The Little Drummer Boy that would have given both Bing and Bowie a run for their money. Oh, and what a great opportunity to learn about how other cultures celebrate Christmas, like the Mexican celebration of
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Pee-wee's holiday special. Also helped to cement my fascination with fruitcake.
Look, everyone! A new wing to the Playhouse, made entirely of fruitcakes.
In the 50s, fruitcake was considered a holiday must, but by the 1980s, the seasonal delicacy was voted the least favorite Christmas gift by 75% of people polled. The Tonight Show host Johnny Carson even made the observation that there may only be a single fruitcake in the entire world, and everyone just keeps sending it to each other.
That is a fruitcake.
It looks heavy.
What?
It looks heavy.
Just a little bit.
Now, let's fast forward to the 90s because in 1992, Tim Burton released one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. Of course, I'm talking about Batman Returns. Most people remember the incredible cast of this film: Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Danny DeVito as the Penguin. In fact, DeVito takes up so much screen time, it should probably be called Penguin Begins. Little baby Oswald is born on a cold winter night and turns out to be quite a shock for his parents, Simone the waitress, and Pee-wee Herman. That's right, Paul Rubens plays the part of Tucker Cobblepot, the Penguin's father. These flashbacks, as well as the rest of the film, all take place at Christmas, so you can expect lots of snow and evergreen trees covered in lights. Bottom line, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, so is Batman Returns.
Welcome to the party, pal!
But of course, the Tim Burton holiday extravaganza everyone seems to remember would have to be The Nightmare Before Christmas. Burton wrote and produced the cinematic classic, so you might expect Reubens came along to voice one of the characters. Specifically, he voiced the devilish trick-or-treater Locke. I still love that Locke, Shock, and Barrel have an entire song dedicated to kidnapping Santa. While the film was a moderate commercial success back in 1993, it's grown to become one of the most important movies in Walt Disney's catalog and one of the most popular films of the Christmas season. It was also one of my favorite projects that Paul Rubens was a part of. If you are a fan of Pee-wee, be sure to tell me about it in the comment section below. Oh, and let me know who you'd like to nominate for my next Holiday Spirit video. Admittedly, I kind of got Batman on the brain now and would love to do a video about the greatest Catwoman of all time. If you're a fan of the 1960s Batman television show, you'll probably enjoy that little bit of foreshadowing. Next time, the word of the day is going to be subscribe, to remind everyone to follow Retro Spectrum. That way you'll never miss a single video. Happy holidays, everyone.